Failed debut. Netflix signed off on Meghan Harry Part 2 documentary to raise capital for Wednesday the second season. It's no secret, Wednesday is a global phenomenon for Netflix. The Addams Family spin-off show, featuring Jenna Ortega as a teenage Wednesday Addams, shipped off to a boarding school for supernaturally gifted teens, has been smashing records across the boards for the streamer. Speaking with Variety, Netflix's head of US and Canada scripted series, Peter Friedlander, said it had been officially greenlit for a sophomore season. He praises and shows admiration for a show that had very quickly become not just enjoyable, but culturally relevant and virally engaging, particularly through the TikTok trend featuring Wednesday dancing to Lady Gaga's Bloody Mary. In an interview with Variety, Peter Friedlander, Netflix's head of US and Canada scripted series, was asked about whether the hit show would be back and if there could be spin-offs centered around different Addams Family members. Friedlander stated that he's optimistic about the future of Wednesday. He emphasised that the sequel of the film will be more explosive in terms of both content and effects, in order to bring the best experience to the audience. He pledged to double the capital and decided to cut the poor quality and controversial programmes. This is said to be a death sentence for Meghan and Harry's documentary, because it's currently a massive failure, and also gives the station an equal amount of trouble from the influence of the British royal family across the board. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix documentary Harry and Meghan appears to have failed to crack the US audience, with ratings suggesting that the show was a complete flop stateside. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex released the first half of their series comprising of 3 episodes last week, with Broadcasters Audience Research Board revealing that it was watched by some 2.4 million people in the UK. However, The Sun reported that in the 332 million people strong US, where Prince Harry and Meghan have set up home, less than 1 million people watched the series, which featured never-before-seen photos and videos of their life and details of their romance. The show didn't only seem to flop with US audiences, but also critics, with The Times' Carol Midgley writing, "If I were Netflix, I'd want my money back, because there was nothing bombshell or even new or interesting here." A palace source confides that William and his wife Princess Kate, 40, are avoiding the series and having aides watch instead. As for Charles, the royal household source adds, "The door to reconciliation is not always open where the king is concerned. He would love this to stop." Palace officials had braced for the worst, still burned by Harry and Meghan's departure from royal duties and their move to California in 2020, and then a year later their explosive allegations in an Oprah Winfrey interview of racism within the family, which Charles and William vehemently deny. In the meanwhile, Wednesday Season 2 gets an optimistic update from a Netflix executive, although it was expected that an Addams Family saga with the involvement of Tim Burton would make a splash. Wednesday continues to reach milestones. The series stars Jenna Ortega in the lead role and marks the first time any English-language show has been viewed over 400 million hours in a single week. Those record-shattering numbers have continued since it was recently confirmed that the horror-infused teen drama surpassed Dharma to become the second English show of all time on Netflix. It's only bested by Stranger Things Season 4.